Hello everyone, this is Daybreak here to bring you another match from the game set between GosWser and Strelok. This time we're going to be having this match on WCS Daybreak LE. You know, I gotta say, the pros really do love Daybreak. It's just, like, I gotta wonder why they do. I mean, I really feel like I need to figure out why they do. Oh, that's just sad. I'm just leaving the game. EMSC. StarCraft Television. Now, that's brilliant. I do know that in Korea, some games are broadcasted, apparently, on cable television. So right there, that's pretty darn awesome. Really should start working on that here in the States. Would be brilliant. I don't know what kind of audience we can get, but we just need to figure it out. Just need to figure it out. Anyways, this does seem to be quite the popular map for the pros. I know a lot of my friends also happen to like Daybreak as well. I must confess, though, to this terrible, terrible, terrible flaw of mine. I hate this map. Right? See, there you go. I mean, let's admit it. I don't actually like this map. I dislike this area. I dislike this area. It's nice enough if you're the aggressive player, but if you're a defensive player, which I often am, it's just not a good map to be on with. I mean, look at this. Perfect for mutilisks and drops. All of this area, all these different ways in and things to exploit can make it really difficult. Of course, on the other hand, I have been trying to get over that recently and become a much more aggressive player. 15 hatch down for GosWser. We are seeing a barracks come down here. I'm wondering if we'll be seeing mech out of him again. It did serve him well in his first game, but in the second game, those roaches just dropped right on top of all those mech units. It's just, Strelok was just overwhelmed, especially once those mutilisks did come in. Anyway, just talking about this map in general, or just playstyle in general, I've been trying to get a lot more aggressive. Been going to sort of an APM boot camp of sorts, trying to get my APM above the 30 mark. Yeah, I don't even know how I made it to Gold League and how I continually play at a gold level with 30 APM. It just happens like that, right? Who knows? It's just, listen, you don't need to have a super high APM to make it into gold or to get pretty high up in the leagues. It's just all about how your macro is. Now, of course, in this level of play, they have perfect macro and perfect micro. I wonder if the supply depot burns down. Because, I mean, unbuildable plates and rocks and those things don't. But I wonder if, because in the WCS version they do have a supply depot here for their unbuildables. And it makes me wonder if they could, if you lit this on fire, if it would burn itself down. Don't know if there's any advantage to doing that. I'm just curious to know if it would happen. Anyways, we do see a couple of lings moving out. I'm going to be taking that watchtower. Perhaps, nope. No, they are not. Looks like they're just going to be going right up to the front. They are not going to be able to get by. There is that bunker right there. One ling dies, but it doesn't matter. The other Marines are just like, we're not letting that go. One Marine does go back to the bunker. Now they all do. Orbital command coming down for Strelok and a factory already. Feel like we are indeed therefore going to be seeing mech play. Wonder what it'll be doing this time. The very first time we saw a lot of biomine before the transition into Hellbat tank. Then the second time we saw a lot of Hellions, and a Hellion harass before going into there's the Hellions before we went into Hellbat Tank. Now, Hellbat Tank is a very interesting comment. It's a very good versus roaches. I'm not sure how well it does versus like Ultra Ling or something like that. Not that Hellbat's ruin lings. That's not the question. The question though is that if a ling does make it to the Hellbat, the splash damage from the tanks will be pulled into them. So always have to be careful about things like that. That lane is doomed, but it does see the Hellions, which are going to be splitting up and heading on over to harass. There comes the creep spread. Is that double queen? I feel like he's spreading creep with this queen to get it to his third base. That's what I think. Anyways, we are seeing the Hellions move in. They're going to scout this base. Probably not going to engage it. No real reason. They would never be able to take it out in time, because Hellions just do not do verse buildings. Do you see the Hellions now moving in? They are attacking the debris. Okay, I would have sort of expected them to move in and do some attacks. Guess not. Trying to bait some kind of response. Did not happen. They are sitting there on the edge, preventing any form of creep spread. I probably would have put them like over here, maybe, and spread in that area. Do you see roaches coming out now? And these roaches and queens easily enough to take this out. Although I do believe it is possible to micro roaches against that. No, here's the Widow Mine drop. Those drones had better get out and fast. That burrow does not have the burrowing crawls. Already see a spore crawler come down. I will mention that once one drone dies, if you have a spore crawler going perfectly at the right time, you can send your drones right back to mining, because it's okay. In the meantime, though, we do have these Hellions moving in. There's only one drone here to get. Not a real prize there for the taking. But hey, you know what? Get what you can. Get what you can and give nothing back. If you'd waited just a few more seconds, there would have been some stuff down there to get, but nope. Not gonna happen. Jump that gun a bit. Is going to be able to take out all these creep tumors, waste that queen energy. And, well, I almost thought he was going to take the queen out there, but there's going down another creep tumor, not nearly as much as you would like, denying that creep spread. Very important, because this is sort of it's not nearly as large as, say, Whirlwind is. And, you know, the creep spread here can really start to interfere with you pretty darn soon. We are seeing now Tank Hellbat. Sort of expected. Sort of what you would expect. Interesting note with Hellions is that if you could just transform them into Hellbat mode, you can heal them with medevacs. So yeah, that's pretty darn awesome. We do see that Viking get pushed back by the queen there. And another queen there with the creep spread. Just continuing on, and this is the Automaton 2000, the utility bot of choice. I often wonder why the Zerg do not attack it. I wonder what it actually does. Oh, whatever, not important. Not nearly as interesting as these games. Oh, doozy, they're gonna drop in Hellions inside the base, but there are roaches here, and this queen, everything's ready and waiting. Mutalisks are coming out on the field, but so is a Thor. Did he already scout that?
Add-on.
He did. How did they figure this out? What is the meta for this? How do they know? I mean, that's the thing. We've in these last pro games, we've seen almost just the foreknowledge. I mean, what do you call it? Prescient? Prescient, I believe is the word. It's just this prescient ability. They're just so amazing at finding it. Of course, Hellions do move as fast as Phoenix, so they will be getting out of there very quickly. And there's that Widow Mine getting a great hit off on those mutas. Quickly already taking out the turrets, getting a couple of kills off before being chased away. Not really able to do all that much harassment. Wall's going to be started there to prevent the lane harassment. In the meantime, taking his fourth base. Do you see +1 almost done for this? Oh my gosh, bunch of swarm hosts. Lot of swarm hosts coming out. I don't know if this is the right choice. I feel like it is a good choice versus a meching player, because the thing is that a mech player has to stay in position, otherwise the locusts will just keep coming, right? So you have to siege up and hold that line, and then find some way to break around it. Now, there's the pause sec. Okay, go, go, go. Oh man. Whew. This game. There's a scan coming down. No idea where. Anyways, swarm host will be moving out roaches. Yep, everything's going according to plan. If he moves out now, he may be able to catch them at just the right time. That is, of course, the curse of the swarm host. He does now see them, though. Those roaches and Muta need to get back. There's the siege up. Will it be enough? Keep in mind that Locusts are light units, so they take extra damage from Hellbats. But whether or not it is enough to keep this alive is up for discussion. I think I may have one of my dogs barking in the background, but I am not going to stop for anything. There goes one Hellbat down as the Locusts continue their march. The problem with Locusts, of course, is that they are infinite. They never stop coming. And we are now seeing Vipers come out. Also dangerous in this situation. They will be able to pull all these sieged units out and back. We are seeing the Locusts be shot at here. Don't know precisely where they are going. Following that single SCV, that's actually pretty darn funny. Do see a drop attempt there. We are seeing Hellions move in along the side. Don't know if they'll be able to accomplish anything, but I certainly know they're going to try. Those roaches are moving back. We do see that Zerg is indeed maxed out. What is he maxed out on? 78 drones, 5 mutas, 12 roaches. Whew. Look at all those swarm hosts. And Corruptors coming out as well. Hellions are down. Those Vipers are just sort of washing as it happens. What do we see happening here? Looks like nothing survived. Those roaches were killed off. I must say it is just fascinating to look at a worker killed count higher for Terran than for Zerg. I normally usually think of Zerg as having way higher kill counts, but what we do see there is a pushback. Looks like those Locusts have just been shoved right back. Oh my god, look at all that meching power. Oh my gosh, I don't know if there's enough here to handle it. That needs to pick up quick. On the other hand, he does have corruption. He does have a whole lot of things available to him. And there it is, the blinding cloud. Going to be making all these weak. There was the Thors being pulled back into this. Oh gosh, that is not good. They're going to lose a lot there. And that, nope, there is the point defense drone. Does that work against Locusts? If that works against Locusts, yes it does! Oh my gosh, that is the best thing I've ever even heard of. Oh my goodness gracious, golly gee. We're going to lose those tanks if he's not careful. Don't think he has much of a choice, but he's going to move forward and to try and keep that position up. What are these? Oh, they are going to be repairing as everything happens, but his mineral count, how much can he keep it up becomes the question. How much can all these players keep it up? I feel those swarm hosts are quite in danger, but there's the Locust just barely getting out in time, and the pullback on those swarm hosts into this area. Those Ravens are going to be very key to defeating that. What are we seeing getting produced as well? More Corruptors. Got a lot of bank. He's got a lot of money. He could spend this in a lot of ways. Cannot wait to see. I feel like we might be seeing Broodlords at some point, just given the amount of Corruptors on field. Corruptors are not good versus Vikings, I don't believe, in any situation. The reason I say I don't believe is because there's lots of micro that makes... I mean, there's micro for everything. Let's just put it that way. Just like, you know, Zealot beats Stalker unless you micro it. Zealot beats Marauder unless you micro. Micro is fantastic. Never forget your micro. Those Thors are doing a good deal of damage, but the Corruptors are scaring everything back. The question is whether or not anything can be accomplished. As Vipers are going to be moving forward. Those Thors have been pulled out of position. They are in danger now. One Thor goes down. We're going to lose the other Thors? No, not going to happen. I believe we have a planetary... Nope. Yeah, planetary fortress coming up from Strelok. Will he be able to keep this up, or is this finally the mech push that will crush GosWser into the ground? Maybe we'll be seeing a base trade. I do not know. What I do know is that was one heck of an unlucky swarm host. Oh my god. Just like, I'm gonna dig up, I'm just gonna unburrow. Oh. Gonna be clearing a little bit of creep on his way. This hatchery is doomed. Or is it? Oh my gosh, look at the GosWser blinding clouds. Almost all of these sea tanks are completely useless. These swarm hosts are just going to tear through them. He is going to be able to micro back in time even on Creep the Locust with their timer. Just not able to finish the job. But this is just this small little thing not going to be able to deal the damage it needs, and these swarm hosts just continue to swarm on. There they go, attacking that base. This hatchery will finally fall. Are seeing, was there an attack happening here? Who knows what was happening, why that was blinking? I don't. No one does. There it goes again, it blinks. What? What was causing that? Oh, you know what I think it happened? I don't know. How long? Sorry, oh my gosh. What just happened? I don't know, but it seems like Strelok, oh my, anticlimactic end to that game. It looks like gave GosWser the free win. Like, you know, life comes a-calling, and when it does, cannot be denied. Anyways, this has been FDV ZvT, bringing you some pro-level replays. Hope everyone's enjoying.